unacceptable. NATO hits back at Putin's threat to target U.S. and allies with missiles. NATO has hit back at Russian President Vladimir Putin's unacceptable threat to target U.S. missile sites in Europe, as well as decision-making centers in the U.S. NATO spokesman Piers Kosala told the Russian news outlet RIA Novosti, "We have taken note of the message from President Vladimir Putin on February 20. The Russian declarations that threaten to attack allies are unacceptable." Putin gave his annual State of the Nation speech yesterday and said that Russia was ready to respond to security threats. He warned Donald Trump that if he deployed intermediate-range missiles in Europe, Russia would point its weapons at U.S. targets in Europe and on American soil. He said, "Russia will be forced to create and deploy new types of weapons that could be used not only against the territories where a direct threat to us comes from, but also against the territories where decision-making centers directing the use of missile systems threatening us are located. The capability of such weapons, including the time to reach those centers, will be equivalent to the threats against Russia." The announcement was in response to Trump withdrawing the U.S. from the Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces (INF) treaty, which was signed between the U.S. and Soviet Union in 1987. The treaty bans all ground-launched ballistic and cruise missiles with a range of about 300 to 3,500 miles. However, Trump repeatedly accused Russia of violating the treaty and finally withdrew on February 1, prompting Russia to terminate the agreement the following day. This shocking turn of events sparked fears of another arms race between the two countries. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo argued there is no point in preserving the treaty if only one party was keeping to the rules. Russia suspects the U.S. may now place intermediate-range missiles in Europe. Similarly, NATO officials have signaled they are preparing for Russia deploying nuclear-capable missiles in Europe. Trump's relationship with NATO has been fraught, however, after he insisted the European powers are not pulling their weight. He accused many countries, including Germany, of being delinquent in their defense spending, adding that Germany is a captive of Russia.